Many thanks for joining us on the newsroom. I am Fidalia Aguncha. President Muhammadu Buhari has requested the approval of the Senate for the confirmation of 42 ambassadorial nominees. One of the nominees from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, was appointed as career ambassador, while the rest are non-career nominees. Some of the non-career nominees are former Minister Ademola Seriki of Lagos, Debo Adesina of Oyo State, Darius Sunday Awuni for Kogi State, amongst others. The President, in another letter, asked the upper chamber to confirm the appointment of 3 nominees as commissioners in the Federal Civil Service Commission. Buhari, in yet another letter, sought the approval of the Senate for the appointment of a Federal Commissioner for the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Commission. President Muhammadu Buhari has warned political appointees and other government officials against using their positions to take undue advantage of anyone seeking government jobs. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, conveyed the president's position in a statement sent to journalists in Abuja on Wednesday. He said the president's warning followed persistent reports of fraudsters using business cards and purported referral letters from presidential aides and other government officials to solicit employment, contracts, and other favors. Mohammed also told ministries, departments, and agencies to disregard any purported requests from government officials aiming to confer undue advantage on anyone seeking such favors. The federal government is working to employ 774,000 Nigerians from all local government areas in the country in a special employment program. Former Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode has won the primary election conducted by the All Progressives Congress to choose a candidate to replace deceased federal lawmaker Bayo Oshinowo. Oshinowo, who represented Lagos East, died from COVID-19 complications 2 weeks ago, leaving his seat at the Senate vacant. Other contestants at the primaries include former lawmaker Gbenga Ashafa, former Lagos Speaker Adeyemi Ikuforiji, and Abike Dabiri Erewa, Ambode ruled Lagos for a single 4-year term between 2015 and 2019. The country head of the International Human Rights Commission in Nigeria has called for the fair treatment of foreign nationals on the wrong side of the law. Friday, Sani, who made this request in Abuja during a visit to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, said such treatment will also elicit reciprocal response from other countries. He was speaking against the backdrop of some Ukrainian citizens who have been in detention in Nigeria for 3 years now awaiting trial.
I put it very clear to the Honorable Minister that the way and manner foreign nationals are being treated in Nigeria determines how Nigerians are also treated outside this country. I brought to the fore the matter of Ukrainian citizens that have been detained in Nigeria for 3 years awaiting trial. And honestly, I am very sure that the Honorable Minister is disturbed by that report I gave to him. I'm very sure because I can feel it from his countenance that he wasn't too comfortable with it. You cannot put a man under trial for 3 years in the prison yard. You know, this is the aspect that we at the angle of International Human Rights Commission can never accept with any government or anybody in the world.
We will take a break here to bring you more stories. Don't go away.
Hello, I'm Dr. Taufik Adeyemi, consultant orthopedic spine surgeon at National Orthopedic Hospital, Gbobi, Lagos. I'm here on the platform of Scoliosis Focus Initiative program on World Scoliosis Day. Scoliosis is a abnormal curvature of the spine with some rotation. Patients present with uneven shoulders, a hump in the back, and even pelvis. Majority of these cases are painless. Up to 5% of our population have scoliosis, and majority of them are idiopathic, meaning that the cause is unknown. You need a thorough history examination with quality X-ray to make an assessment. Your doctor will advise you on the best treatment modality for your child. Scoliosis Initiative is organizing a 2 weeks free online consultation to help you during this COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.
Welcome back. Let's now look at the latest update on our COVID-19 coverage. Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa and his wife have tested positive for COVID-19. Governor Okowa made this known on Wednesday via his verified Twitter handle. The governor wrote that he and his wife are well and have continued isolating and currently under medication. He, however, thanked the people of Delta State for their continued prayers for his family, particularly his daughter. Delta State have recorded 965 confirmed cases of COVID-19 since it recorded its index case on April 8, 2020. The Nigeria Medical Association and Nigeria Union of Teachers have disagreed with the federal government over its decision to reopen schools. The apex organizations of medical doctors and teachers in the country had a directive that graduating classes should resume was not only badly thought out but also could lead or expose both teachers and pupils to COVID-19. NMA President Innocent Uja, who spoke on the issue in Jos, said given the current low level of compliance by Nigerians with COVID-19 safety protocols, it was risky to ask pupils to resume. On his part, NUT General Secretary Mike Ene said the government was playing politics with the directive. Nigeria currently has over 25,600 COVID-19 cases, with 590 deaths recorded across 35 states of the Federation. The approval by the federal government for the resumption of domestic flights will only be given when it's safe to open the airports and airspace to commercial operations. This is according to the Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA. The body declared that private jets were not allowed to operate charter flight services. General Manager, Public Relations Department of the NCAA, Sam Adirogboye, who announced the directive, said though the federal government had given approval to resume domestic flights, the airspace would only be opened when it is safe. Canada has extended its entry ban for most foreigners for another month to July 31st and also prolonged its quarantine requirement in efforts to prevent imported cases of the coronavirus. The general border closure does not apply to people coming from the U.S. who remain restricted to only essential travel to Canada until at least July 21st, with visits for tourism or recreation forbidden. Canada has reported more than 100,000 cases of COVID-19 and over 8,600 deaths, which is far less than the U.S., which has confirmed 2.6 million infections. According to the country's public health agency, a mandatory 2-week quarantine for all arrivals will remain in place until August 31st. We'll take a break here to bring you business stories and more. Welcome back. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has projected that the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic is estimated to cost Nigeria and other oil exporters in Africa a total of about 34 billion naira in revenue. The projected decline in revenue, according to the IMF, is attributable to the dwindling global crude oil prices. IMF Director, African Department, Abebe Salisie, disclosed this at the African Ministerial Roundtable on COVID-19 Act on the funds such higher. All retail outlets across Japan have begun charging customers for the use of plastic bags. It means anyone who shops at convenience stores, supermarkets, or shops where single-use plastic bags were previously distributed free of charge with purchases will now have to pay at least 3 yen for such bags. The new requirement is an attempt by the government to reduce the amount of plastics that end up in the country's rivers and surrounding oceans. According to the United Nations, Japan produces more plastic packaging waste per capita than any nation apart from the USA. With the new measure, Japan has vowed to curb excessive use of plastic and think about how to use it wisely. Chelsea have unveiled their new home kit for the 2020-2021 season. The new shirt marks the start of the club's partnership with telecommunication company 3 as the Blues' relationship with Yokohama Tires came to an end on Tuesday. The Blues will launch the new kit for the first time in their Premier League clash against West Ham tonight and also for the remainder of the season. Chelsea still have seen Premier League games, have 7 Premier League games, and FA Cup semi-final against Manchester United, and their Champions League last 16 second leg against Bayern Munich to play this season. And that's the latest from the newsroom. Many thanks for joining us. Bye for now.